Okay, I need to keep this under 10 minutes, so excuse me for racing through it. But this is the introduction to library databases at Helmke Library. And this means that basically you're able to access all the wonderful articles that Helmke keeps for you over the internet. Okay, you do not have to leave your home to access Helmke Library. That said, the purpose here is that I'm trying to prepare you for the rhetorical analysis, trying to help you do a little bit of preliminary research to sort of get your feet on the ground. So let me move on to the table of contents. Just keep moving through this and explain as I go what I'm doing. So the table of contents, this is an outline for the PowerPoint. First, we'll briefly talk about why do you do research for any kind of project. Then I want to tell you about the concept. Why do we do actual library research as opposed to Google? I'm going to explain how the search engines work at Helmke. I'm going to actually go through a search for you, and I'll tell you a little bit about citing. This is not a cited essay, by the way, but I just need to tell you a few little things. Okay. First of all, why do research? Well, you wouldn't even go out and buy a car or a flat screen TV without doing some research, right? If nothing else, you'd ask your friends. You might go on Amazon.com, BestBuy.com, Cars.com, Consumer Reports, that kind of thing, and you'll find, and you're trying to find out what other people are saying about this item you're planning on purchasing. It's the same thing when you're writing about something, be it for college, be it for professional reasons, be it for the military, be it for novel you're writing. You're going to do some research so that you can kind of place the subject that you're talking about within the larger conversation that's already going on about the subject. Excuse my typographical error there, okay? But all conversations are, you're not creating this conversation yourself, right? That you're actually placed within the larger context of a much broader conversation that's been going on for a lengthy period of time. So the point of doing the research is that you kind of see where you are in this conversation and you kind of help the reader see how the conversation's been going along. And then, of course, this always adds authenticity to your own argument. If you don't have any research, if you don't have any expert testimony, everything's just your own opinion. And guess what? Opinions are a dime a dozen, right? Or opinions are a lot like something else because all of us have one, okay? So research is absolutely vital to just everything that you do. The concept of the library, with library databases they're called, is first of all the articles there are copyrighted. All right, they're professionally done and they're copyrighted. Then they're all password protected. They're behind a firewall, right? And the library owns a license for these copyrights, and it's paid for with your student fees, of course, your tuition, that kind of thing. And they hold those articles on behalf of you, all right? All the articles in the library databases, they are peer-reviewed. Unlike Google, which is wonderful, I love Google, I use it every day, but Google will get you 1 million, 10 million, 1 billion hits on something, and that doesn't do you any good. And the other thing, you don't know the quality of those hits, all right? There's all kinds of bogus stuff on the internet. I don't need to tell you that. But Google finds everything. It has no way of sorting through the authenticity of everything. Library databases, on the other hand, don't give you anywhere near as many hits, but the hits you get are authentic. They can have differing opinions, but they've still been looked at carefully before they've gotten into the database to make sure they're just not entirely bogus. And then once again, this is the nature of experts and supported opinions. Like as I said earlier, everybody has an opinion, all right? And you hear opinions all the time. What you don't hear is how people really arrived at those opinions, all right? You know, and what do they really base that? You know, what is actually going on behind those opinions that give those opinions any validity? That's the point. Okay, the search engines, they're not easy to use. Not like Google. Okay, they're difficult and the interfaces change frequently. So just about the time I show you how one works, they change something. Okay. The other issue is that you're always looking for quality, not quantity. So never be dismayed if you only get 11 or 12 hits. That's great. That's a good number, not a bad number. And then the way you use search engines is you don't type in large expressions or large phrases or sentences. You don't ask questions. Instead, you try to think of a combination of keywords. And keywords are just simply strong words that describe some element of your topic. Okay, you can make a list ahead of time, and be it for a research paper or be it specifically this topic, you kind of try to think what the keywords are that describe your topic, the main words, the words that you would use to say somebody else, to tell somebody else what your topic's really about. That's what a keyword is. I'll show you some examples in a minute. Okay, so you start by going to the library site, which is very simple. It's just lib.ipfw.edu. You type that in, and then you go down to, I'm having trouble seeing it here, academic articles, and find articles in academic search premier. That's where you click, okay, right where the red arrow is. And you always have to go through Helmke. Don't bookmark what you get to next. Don't do that. You can bookmark the Helmke library site, but you always have to start with this page because this is where it picks up your password. And the password is exactly the same password, username and password that you use in Blackboard. So you click there, and it will take you immediately to the search page for EBSCOhost, which is also called Academic Search Premier, by the way. And once you get there, first thing you simply do, because this is the rhetorical analysis about blogs, just for fun, type in the word blogs, all right, in the first search box there. And what you're going to find, it might change day to day, but you're going to find over 13,000, nearly 14,000 hits. Well, that's way too long. You can't deal with that, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to refine our results by typing a keyword into the second box. So I'll show you here. What we did here is we typed in blogs and military, and we got it down to 148 results. And that's good. Okay, you can go through that list, and you can just simply click on the blue title of the article, and it'll take you to a summary of the article, and you can get an idea if you want to read the whole article. And then if you just look carefully on the page, you usually find a way to actually find the text for the article. Not all articles are going to have full text, so sometimes some of your hits aren't always totally positive. This takes some time, by the way. You need to devote time to this. It can be a little frustrating at first. It grows on you the more that you do it. Trust me, it becomes very, very interesting. But at first, you'll be a little lost. At first, it's going to feel a little hard. First, it's going to feel a little frustrating. That's fine, okay? And it has to be intuitive. That I just can't teach you how to do exactly everything there is to do here. You just have to start playing with it. Have to start clicking on the links, looking at the articles, saying, okay, you know. And as I said earlier, just trying to place yourself within the conversation. You're not trying to find anything earth-shattering. Okay, for this next slide here, we tried blogs in automotive. I know there are many car lovers out there. We got 17 results, but you could have tried cars. You could have tried racing. I tried NASCAR and found some results. Once again, not everything you get is going to be a blog. Not everything you get is going to really talk about blogs. Basically, you're just going to get articles that have the word blogs in them, and also articles that have the words NASCAR, military, whatever. So this is kind of a scattergun approach. It's kind of wide-ranging, but I just want you to get used to it, all right? On this next slide here, we tried blogs and hunting, okay? And we got 51 results. And if you look down at item 3 there, it's the best of outdoor life's blogs. So it's going to really, that's going to send you to some blogs, all right? Give you some ideas, and it'll say something about them, all right? And this is, you know, I'm just asking you to use a little bit of this research to help frame your rhetorical analysis, to kind of help frame the views that you take in your rhetorical analysis, all right? Just you kind of give some background on blogs, or you talk a little bit about blogs and the analysis to help the reader see what this whole conversation, the whole larger conversation is really about. Same with after hunting, you know, just once again, it depends on your topic, all right? The topic that you put on Facebook. Blogs and media, that's one of my favorite media blogs. I just love them, and there's 2,000 results there. Very, very popular topic. Obviously, I'm not going to read the whole list of 2,000, but I'll look at the titles and then see if any of those articles are interesting or not. Okay, so that said, let's move on to the citing issue. This is not a cited essay. You don't need a works cited list. I'm simply asking you in the body of your paragraph to refer to the author and the title of the article that you use. It's that simple, okay? And here's an example. Where's an example? Right here. Okay, these are generic examples. Some analysis, such as David Brooks, feel that blogs, quote, make newspapers look stuffy and out of date, period, end of quote. Writing in his new book, New Age Media, he reports blogs are blah, blah, blah. That's how I want you to do it, okay?